everybody. Welcome to Vocabulary this week. This is a short week, a 4-day week, so you need to be practicing these words so that you're good with them by Thursday because we have no school on Friday. So these words all have to do with Mr. Tannen's tie trouble. So Mr. Tannen is raising money for a school playground. So we're going to have things to do with getting things or dealing with money, okay? So our first word is a verb. It's receive. So you can have receiving or received. And there's that rule. If a word ends in an E, you drop the E and add the ing. And what it means to receive is to get or be given something. So a present, money, a new car, a Christmas present, anything that you receive, you get, you're given is what that word means, okay? And it says, have a perfect birthday. Isn't that cute? Our next word is chuckle. It is also a verb. We drop the E, we add the ing, we add the ed to it. All we had to do was really add the D. And what a chuckle means is a small laugh in a quiet way. And it's kind of like it goes on for a few seconds. It's not a laugh where it's bold and loud. It's just a little hee 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 hee, just like Snoopy's doing and Shirley Temple. All right, so a laugh in a quiet way. An account. Now this has to do with Mr. Tannen because he opens an account at the bank. And what an account is it's a record at the bank of money that you put into the bank or money that you spend from the bank. So when you get to be old enough, your moms and dads will probably open you a bank account, and then you'll start putting some money in it, and then you can withdraw that money when you want to spend it. And that's an account. And this is the Little Rascals, and he's throwing all of the money out the window. And then this guy's saying, yeah, money in the bank. And so you can't spend any more than you put into an account. Okay, this is a verb. We're going to drop the E and add the ing. We're going to add the D to the base word. So we have stare, staring, stared. And this means to look at something for a long time. And you usually don't take your eyes off of it. So maybe your dinner looks really good and you sit there and you stare at it. Or maybe somebody's doing something crazy and you're like looking at it for a long time. That's what you're doing when you're staring. And this is little girl's so funny. Budget. Okay, a budget is a plan that you make on how to spend the money that you have. So say you make $100 a month. You have to budget that $100 because you can't spend any more because you don't have it. So maybe $10 goes for food, $20 goes for rent, $30 goes for your car payment, and then whatever's left over you can spend. So a budget is a plan on how to spend money that you have. And like he's screaming, that wasn't in the budget, meaning that you can't spend any more money than you have because then you're in debt, meaning that you owe somebody something because you don't have the money to pay for it. Piggy banks are good places to save money so that you can make a budget and then spend what you have. All right, repeat. It's a verb. Repeat, repeating, repeated. And it means you did it or said it again. You do it again and again and again when you repeat something, or maybe just once. So if your little brother says, or you say, you need to pick your toys up to your little brother, and he goes, you need to pick your toys up. That's repeating. Saying it again, doing it again. And if you notice how his arms are making the same movements. He's repeating, looking like kind of like a chicken. Disappoint. All right, I didn't have room to put the base word on, but the base word is disappoint. This is a verb, so we have disappointing and disappointed. And what you feel when you're disappointed is you feel sad because something you hoped for didn't happen. So if you notice, the little panda bear is all disappointed because maybe he was looking forward to jumping in the creek or like the pond, or maybe he wanted watermelon for lunch and it didn't happen. And he's all sad because he was hoping for it. And then Lucy is just like, oh man, I'm so disappointed. Like if your mom and dad tell you you get to go to the store and buy a new toy, and then all of a sudden they tell you you don't get to. The feeling that you have inside is disappointment. Right? Our next word is the most difficult word to understand, and it's a fund. And what that is it's different than an account and it's different than a budget. A fund is an amount of money collected and used for a special purpose. So when you bring your $20 in for school supplies, we put it in a second grade fund. We can only spend that money for school supplies. All right? So an amount of money collected and used for a special purpose. So like Mr. Tannen sells these ties and raises money and then puts it into a fund in an account. So the account is sitting there, and then he sets up a special fund to put that money in so that they can only spend it for playground toys. All right, so that's your 8 words, and I hope you practice them and you think about them, and I will talk to you tomorrow.